Welcome back to Pets in Paradise TV. In this segment, you're going to see a surf contest with some unusual competitors.
We're here today at the first annual Going to the Dogs SURFUR competition. It's at the Duke's Ocean Fest.
And this is the first year that Hawaii and Duke's Ocean Fest is doing a dog surfing contest.
We've got 3 dogs and a pig that are going to be getting in the water here in a few minutes.
Sancho is 6 years old. He's a Chihuahua.
Capone is a half Neapolitan Mastiff and a half Blue-Nosed Pit Bull.
Kama's a Polynesian wild boar. He's a type of breed that the ancient Polynesians brought along with them in their voyages to Hawaii. He's a direct descendant of the ancient hogs that the Polynesians brought.
Abby is an Australian Kelpie. She's 35 pounds.
So the plan for Sancho and I is I'm gonna swim out with him, and then I'm gonna put him on his board and give him a little push to go and see how he does.
We're tandem surfers. I take him out. He loves the nose ride. He's all about it. We're gonna get out there and catch as many big bombs as we can.
Abby's unique because she's a dog. She surfs by herself. I don't get on this board. It's just her solo, and she's goofy up front, regular in the back.
Any breed of dog that has a passion for the waves is eligible to join the competition, but it's not only dogs that get into the action.
Kama's a wave hog. He likes to catch everything, but you know, we ride together. My partner in crime right there. So he likes to ride the nose while I ride the tail, kind of counterbalance his rump roast.
This is one of Hawaii's biggest annual ocean sports events, Duke's Ocean Fest. Held each year in honor of legendary Hawaiian surfer and Olympic swimmer Duke Kahanamoku. Known as a one-man visitors bureau, Kahanamoku embodied the spirit of aloha and was regarded as a symbol of all that's good in Hawaii. Ocean Fest reflects that spirit and not only includes surfing competitions, but other ocean activities as well, including paddleboard racing, swimming, surf polo, and volleyball. And now they're letting dogs in on the fun.
Abby's a 9-year-old Australian Kelpie. We needed to get her engaged in some activities. As a rescue, she was a little bit traumatized. One day we just put her on a surfboard while we were swimming, and she stood up, so we pitched the board in the wave, and everything kind of went crazy since then. That was 8 years ago. We've been surfing ever since. Abby has 2 Guinness World Records. The first one is for the longest wave surfed by a dog, and the second one's the same thing. She broke her first record. So currently the record stands at 320 some feet. It was the longest ride down in San Diego. We had a good time. She knows how to trim the board. She's figured it out. We're just looking for better ways to get Abby a better ride, and our buddies up in Carlsbad, INT Surf Tech, they custom made a board for her, and we kind of like shaped the rails a little bit and messed with the rocker. It's a foam top board, so her claws can get a little bit of grip. Yeah, Abby, come.
You may not have known it, but dog surfing has been around quite a while. Duke Kahanamoku's brother David might have been one of the first when his dog Spot worked the waves off Waikiki. In the 1930s, a dog was also featured surfing in a silent film set in Hawaii. Over the years, there have been dramatic changes to the sport, but one thing hasn't changed: the thrill of surfing has remained the same. Meanwhile, back at the action, the dogs are having a great time in the surf, and the spectators are loving it from the beach.
Oh mate, it was hectic. We got pig surfing, dog surfing. I mean, you know, what's going on?
It was amazing. It was so cute. They were adorable. Yeah.
Surfing dogs, can't beat that.
That blew me away. I never seen that before. If I die and go to heaven now, I tell you, I've seen it all and I'm so happy. I saw a pig surf.
The locals are good.
How's the waves?
The locals are good. Oh, the waves are good.
Today, there are dog surfing competitions held around the world, including the big Queensland Surf Festival in Australia. But wherever you go, it's fun.
But I think we got quite a few long waves. It was great. It's fun.
Capone was definitely representing for the locals, getting some long bombs off the outside and leaving us Howleys on the inside to work on our wave selection. So we're going to have to work on it, move over here and then try it again next year.
Even with the glory of the awards and prizes handed out, it all boils down to one thing: fun in the water for some unlikely surfers.